What's up? I'm Caleb Quanbeck, and I'm going to teach you how to nose manual. Back in like mid-2000s-ish, when people first started doing them without brakes, if you could go one parking space, that was like shit your pants, because it was incredible. And that's kind of how I feel like a lot of people learn them, is parking spaces and small curb manual pads, and just, you know, one more foot, 2 more feet, 3 more feet, you know, 3 parking spaces, 4 parking spaces, whatever it may be. On flat ground, the easiest way to get into nose manual is to put all your body weight back behind your seat and give it a small lunge forward with your wrists and your upper body to lift the rear end off the ground. As it comes up, you will either feel like you are going to flip over, and at that point you will put your knees back, and it will help bring the rear end down a little bit. If it's not up enough, you can use your knees and thrust them forward towards the stem and the handlebars to pick it up a little higher. After 1,000 tries of trying to find the balance point, you may or may not have found it by this point, but you'll feel it. It's the point where you feel like you're gonna flip over, but you're not flipping over. It's just a scary place to be in, but the more you do it, the more natural it'll feel, and you'll realize that you're in the safe zone. So once you get to that point, you can use your knees and your upper body and your arms and your wrist to help control it. Knees forward, back end comes up higher. Knees back, rear end lowers, drops, whatever. With your wrists and your arms, you'll notice that as your knees come back to prevent you from flipping over, your arms will bend and you'll suck. You'll almost drop down onto your handlebars with like your chest. That also prevents you from flipping over. The more straight out your arms are and your knees are bent, the more you're going to push the handlebars and the front end towards the ground. So you wiggle back and forth between those two methods, and it'll help you to stay in that balance. If you're a smaller guy, I think the easiest way to avoid getting tangled up in your bike when flipping over is to turn your bar sideways, and you will kind of just float. The bike will float in between your legs, and your legs can be, you know, however, it doesn't matter because your bike's out of the way. If you're taller, it doesn't matter as much. You can just step right over your handlebars. Not a big deal. You'll be all right. And once you figure out the way that you're going to avoid eating crap, it'll help you feel more comfortable in the balance point. A lot of people are just scared to flip over, and once you're not scared to flip over, you can try a million times and get out of it. Bars get a little scratched up, your grips get ruined. It's all part of the trick though. Once you get comfortable doing it on flat ground, even if you can only go 5 feet, 3 feet, doesn't matter. You might want to learn how to do it on a flat ledge. I would suggest to learn it on maybe even just a curb or something that's peg height. When hopping into one, the best advice I can give is to hop higher than the ledge, because you have to go up and then be able to drop your front end down into it, stay steep enough to land and go into that balance point. I feel like a lot of people's problem with learning this trick is that they're not patient. I've been doing it since I was 14, and I'm trying to get better and better at them every day, and I do them every day. You're not going to try this trick for a week and get it and be able to go 15 parking spaces. That'll never happen. You know, it's patience and the right attitude. You know, I throw my bike sometimes because I get pissed. Everybody gets pissed. Just stick with it, and you know, don't let it get to you. Keep trying it. If you want to learn it, you'll learn it. Just always remember how long it took you to learn how to manual. Manual takes a long time to learn, and so does nose manuals.